When our car was stolen, we did rituals. We were taken to this other Malawian doctor by one of my uncle, who was my mother's brother, and he has since passed away. He went with us to Soweto, and he told us about this other Malawian Sangoma who had assisted him with a bring back lost lover. We went there, but the rituals did not work. We paid him for the consultation fees and said, okay, it's fine, did not work, and we moved on. Now this Malawian Sangoma is coming back. He's saying that we are owing him 200,000 rands since 2011. He wants that money. He said that this money has been gaining interest since that time, and we don't know what else to do. Brother Nashi, share my story, because I am a man that is walking in fear. I am facing a lot of spiritual attacks like I never thought that I will ever witness in my own country. I am thinking of running away from South Africa. I am a man. I have responsibilities. I have a family. I can't leave my family. It was in the year 2011. I was already working in the municipality here in Johannesburg. Me and my wife, we had managed to pull through that year, and we said that we wanted to just satisfy ourselves and to buy ourselves a gift of a brand new car. So we bought a brand new SUV. This was the pride of my life. But then at night, when I was returning from drinking alcohol, my wife had even told me not to do that, to always drive at night with a brand new car. We were staying in Midrand by then, and all of a sudden, 3 armed men, they took it from me at a gunpoint. They did not just take the car, they took my ID, they took a lot of stuff, and they just left me standing by the robot. And if you will drive at night, yes, you have to do this. It is risky, but it might assist you. The moment that you stop too long at a stop sign, you are going to get robbed. And they know that this one, he does not know about driving at night, because if you have been robbed, you will never wait at the robot and relax. I was playing loud music, I was enjoying, and then all of a sudden there were guys that had blocked me. And it is quite important that when you are approaching a robot at night, do not arrive at the robot whilst it is still red. Slow down until you see that it is going amber and then green, and you just pass. Otherwise, if you stand there, you're going to get robbed. It was raining on that night and they drove off. I understood from their accent that the other guy was Mozambican, the other ones, they were South African from my own Zulu tribe. Went to the police did nothing. The insurance paid out, but the anger inside of me would not let it die. I wanted this guy to suffer. So I spoke with this uncle of mine, and we were just talking about the armed robbery, how it had affected me, how I wanted these guys to suffer. He told me that he knew of a powerful Malawian healer in Soweto who had made it possible for his wife to return back home. We went there. My heart was full of anger and fire. I just did not want the car back. I wanted revenge. I was in that consultation room. I sat on the reed mat, and the healer, he said that he was going to assist me. And I now remember the words that I spoke. I said, I want the person who took my car to never know peace. I want them to lose their mind. I want them to come back to me to ask for forgiveness. This man, he charged us money. It was not a lot, which I paid immediately. We did the rituals, and he promised us that the car was going to return back. He gave us soil so that I can go and sprinkle the soil at the place where I was hijacked. We went there, me and my wife, on that very same day, but at night. And I thought that those guys, they were going to return back with my car. So since my car never returned, I just said that this man, he was a waste of time. I wanted my money back, but my wife said, no, do not worry about it. It's fine, since the insurance had paid out. Years later, I got promoted. Me and my wife, we moved on with our life, had a new life. And I assumed that since the ritual did not work, because I never had anything from the thieves, they never came to my door asking forgiveness, returning back my car. We went about our business, thinking that the money that I had paid, it was just a scam that we had lost to Superstation. But Brother Nashi, I did not know that there was something that was happening in the spiritual realm. I had no idea about it at all. So when I had forgotten, that was when I started to hear voices that were always speaking at me. These voices that would talk to me when I would be at work. I would hear someone that would be whispering some words that I could not even understand. It was in March, after so many years I had forgotten. It was in 2022. That was when my secretary buzzed me and she said that there was a man who said that he knew me, and this man, he was insisting that he wanted to speak with me. And I said, what man are you talking about? Because for that day I did not even have any appointment at all. And my secretary told me that this man, he was saying that he was my old business partner. I said, an old business partner? What kind of a business partner is this? I've never ran any business at home. And by then I was having a private office in Santon where I was working. And when she told me that the man was saying that he was from Malawi, and I said, Malawi, you say? I have never had any Malawian business partner. Before I could say no, that was when the door just opened and it was that guy, the traditional healer, the one from Soweto. He had said that he was going to see me and he wanted to see me to give me a message, and he had to talk to me because he had been looking for me for a very long time and he did not have any time. He wanted to return back to Malawi. This man, he looked the same, but I saw that he was not okay. He sat down and he was breathing heavy. He then told me that he was suffering from a disease. His lungs, they were slowly collapsing, and he wanted to leave me with this message so that I won't suffer after you would have died. He said to me that maybe he has about a couple of months to live, and he just wanted me to know what I was supposed to do if it happens that I could not find the money before he had died. And I said, what are you talking about? What money are you talking about? Why do you say that I need to raise money to pay you before you die? I don't remember me owing you any money. What are you talking about? And then he said to me, I want you to give me money because when I counted from the year when I assisted you, now that we are in 2022, I have already told my kids and my relatives that there is a man that is owing me 200,000 in South Africa. And he told me that the ritual had worked. And I said, your ritual did not work, old man. I just paid you for nothing. Those people, they never returned back with my car. He told me that the man, the one that had pointed the gun at me in 2011, has been eating from the dustbins in KZN. He has been running mad and he barks like a dog, and he is living proof that the ritual worked. And I said, you are lying. He told me that after you would have died, I was going to meet a madman that was going to ask for my forgiveness for stealing the car, and I should make it quick so as to raise the money and to follow him to Malawi because I did not have money by then. And he said, you owe me 200,000. I laughed at his face and I screamed at him and I told him that he was a scammer, and I reminded him that I had paid him the full amount and nothing had even changed. And he said, no, it's fine. Like I told you, if you think that there is no one that is running mad who stole your car right now, you just wait until you see the man that I am talking about, he is going to come to you, he is going to apologize, but he will be a madman. And I then said I was going to call the police, and he told me that it is okay. And I kicked him out of my office and threatened to get him arrested. He left the building and he said only one thing: you will look for me soon, and by then I'll be dead. You will deal with my children. Those are the ones that you are supposed to pay this 200,000. They already know about this debt that you are owing me, and you are supposed to come and pay it to them, because I'll be dead by then. I can already see it in my heart that you're not going to pay it. Within 3 months of the visit, then I started to see a lot of spiritual attacks. My son, who was a straight A student at that time, he was a talented athlete, he changed overnight. We did not know, but he started hanging out with the wrong crowd. He would go to his cousins in Soweto, and he started skipping school. And in that year, at the end of the year, December 2022, my wife screamed whilst she was in our son's bedroom. I rushed there and I said, "What is wrong, dear?" And she told me that she had found pieces of nyaupe and crystal meth in his room. Brother Nanshi, this is what happened. We then confronted our son. He lied to us and he told us that he did not know anything. Maybe it was one of these other girls that he was dating, whom he would bring when we were not around. I thought that maybe things were going to change, but he started to use drugs even in front of us. I would beat him up with a belt, but he would not change. He has time when he locks himself in the bedroom talking to the walls, and he says that he wants to go to Malawi. We spent thousands of rands on private doctors. We took him in 2023 to different best rehabilitation centers in Gauteng. Nothing worked. He can escape from a facility and they won't even know how he would have left. One doctor, she said, it's like magic, the way that she left. They even spoke with us not to let it to be known that he had escaped from that facility, because it is not a nice thing for a drug rehabilitation center to have a patient running away, and they did not want to have a bad name. We would look for him, find him wandering the streets of Joburg, barefooted, talking alone, saying that he is getting ready. Once he has money, he wants to go to Malawi. And brother, I then met a madman. I was just craving to eat McDonald's, and then I took the car and I said, let me go and buy McDonald's. I wanted to go through the drive-through, but then I said, let me do a walk-in. I parked my car. As I was walking into McDonald's, that was when a guy met me. This man, he said to me, I'm very sorry, we stole your car and I have been suffering. I wish I could return back that car to you. And then he looked at me and he started laughing. After he had been laughing at me for a little while, then he returned back to his madness and he started eating from a refuse bin that was nearby. That was when I thought about what I had been told by the Malawian Sangoma, that there is a man that was going to come to me and he was the man that robbed me. Brother Nashim, right now we are in that same situation, and the situation has reached a breaking point. My son, he is someone that is running mad. My son says that he knows the road to go to Malawi. He wants us to go to Malawi so that he can stop taking drugs. He even cries and says, please release me. Let me take you to Malawi so that I can show you where this traditional healer son is staying, so that you can give them what you are owing them. This Malawian man, he cursed my son, as I was told by other local Sangomas. And for my boy to be right, we have to go there to Malawi. The elder told me that the only solution is to go to Malawi, and I must take 200,000 with me to perform the ritual of cleansing and to release my son, because my son is tied in an altar at that shrine. That is where his madness was manufactured. Here is the terrifying part. The Sangoma said, even without the healer's address, without knowing his name, the elders said that do not worry about using even the map. This boy will lead you. He knows the way. Even if you walk on foot from Johannesburg to Blantyre, he is going to direct you. He knows where this Sangoma died, where his grave is. I have already started preparing, Brother Nashi, because there is nothing else to do. My wife thinks that I have lost my mind. She say we can't go to Malawi with a lot of money, but I feel like this is the right thing to do. I am asking for advice from other people. Has it ever happened to you? Please give me advice. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Do you think that our brother gets to go to Malawi with all of that money? Tell me what you think in the comment section.